I'm at Beijing South Railway Station. This is the station for all the high-speed trains. Today I want to travel from Beijing to Shanghai. The rail system is giving me a bit of a headache right now. I was able to book my trip online, but I haven't received the ticket yet. Here you generally only get the ticket on the day of departure by presenting your passport. So where do I get it now? I'm really not sure about that. I'm just going to go and talk to some people here. Maybe they can help me if I show them my passport, and then we'll see, because the information board isn't really helping me right now. I turned off the camera again when I spoke to a security officer, but I gave him my passport there. It's really your ticket and the key to all information. And he just told me to give him my passport, which I did. And then he simply checked in the system and saw, yes, the ticket is there and I should go to gate G9. I only understood that it was G9 because it was displayed on the screen, and he had me come around the corner to his counter so I could look at the display. Wow, this place is so huge. China also has the largest high-speed rail network in the world, 28,000 kilometers of high-speed tracks. I'm glad I got here 3 hours early. I actually had a feeling it would be like this. The first time is always the hardest. But in the end, everything turned out to be easier than I thought. There was another huge security check, so of course I turned off the camera again. The security guy I asked, because I couldn't find G9 and didn't know where to get my ticket, checked my passport again and told me I could just go through, that my passport was my ticket. Okay, I understood all of that from the forms on the website where I booked. Then of course I went to another X-ray machine to have my luggage scanned. There were immediately 3 security officers there who were very interested in my big suitcase. And the problem was simple. I had shaving foam and deodorant with me, and both were over 150 milliliters, so I had to hand them over. Of course, there were a few language issues. This time the Google Translate tool actually helped, but they have a much cooler app here. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out which one it is yet. It's much easier to use, I have to say. I've already noticed that all the Chinese people here seem to have it when they communicate with me. Somehow I need to get that app too. It's definitely better, everything's bigger and you can speak more easily and so on. And now I just hope it's as straightforward as at the airport, that I just look for G9 and then I'm at my train and I still haven't had breakfast. Wow guys. Now that's a waiting area. All gate, there are displays here that show where you need to check in. I have still got 3 hours left. I'm gonna go look for a coffee, but they've also got everything here, Starbucks, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all kinds of fashion chains. It's actually pretty cool here. Once again, I'm totally amazed and speechless. Now English signs are starting to appear as well. First, I want to take a look at the big display to see what's going on with my train and whether I can actually eat in peace now, because I have to plan for a bit more time than the locals, since I don't understand anything. There are also these machines here, but I'm not quite sure if they print out tickets for me. That's why I'm just going to watch whether the others just hold their ID up when boarding, or if they have some kind of paper or something else that I still need to get. I don't think I even need to use that machine. I think you can only buy tickets here, but I've already bought one. I also don't want to exchange or return it. I think my passport is enough. I'll just try to be the first one, and if they don't let me in, then I'll somehow get my ticket. Now it costs 23. Prices here are just like at the train station. It's actually really relaxed at the train station. There aren't any people constantly pestering me here. I don't always have to watch my luggage to make sure nothing gets stolen. Here in China, I've even noticed that I sometimes spread my luggage out a bit around me. Of course, I still keep an eye on it, but sometimes it's 2 or 3 meters away from me, like right now, for example. I don't even worry that anyone would go near it. Ready-made chocolate croissants cost me about €1. What's cool about the products here is that they are always ridiculously filled with air. That way they can withstand the occasional rough drop in the backpack. If you don't pay close attention, life is so simple. I thought there was only 1 inside, but there are 3 inside. 4 up. Good thing I didn't buy anything else here. See, that's what I mean, this whole packaging is just ridiculously filled with air, but of course that keeps the product undamaged. But now I'm really wondering how big is the actual product. It also tastes like crap. It just tastes like raw dough. First one, now I get it too. G9 is the train number, and my gate, as I could see on the display, is 7. And now the ID should actually be the ticket, because there are scanners everywhere. But now I'm wondering again, how do I know where my reserved seat is? Now I've done something I would never normally do. I handed over my passport. I have no idea where I'm supposed to sit. I only used my passport for check-in. Yeah, the conductor just ran off with my passport and told me to wait. I hope she comes back. Some problems almost solved themselves. My phone vibrated and sure enough the provider sent me my seat information. The seats are exactly as described on the website, modeled after airplane seats. You sit here just like in economy class, very cramped, except your legs have a bit more legroom. The security level is intense. Looking out here, every bridge pillar is individually fenced off. There's no need to worry about tampering. The train is nice and quiet, and there are both 3-seat and 2-seat arrangements. I booked a 2-seater by the window, and just like I experienced in Taiwan, there are proper sinks everywhere for drinking water, and you can get both hot and cold water, just like in pretty much all Asian countries, always and everywhere. I just noted the police are also on board, and what's cool is that there's no luggage or anything just lying around anywhere. Everything is spotlessly clean. There are cleaning staff way, more personnel than we have back home. I'm in the onboard restaurant now. They have some pretty cool dishes here, and everything is freshly prepared in convection ovens. I'm definitely going to try something now. I was happy to find a functioning onboard restaurant, but then I had to learn again it can actually get even better. A delivery just arrived here with food from a well-known fast food company. Everything is labeled with seat numbers and is now being distributed. Guys, this really feels like the future. Tomorrow I want to go on another special trip. I want to ride the Transrapid Magnetic Levitation train. Yes, it was actually already built in China back in 2004. It's a German technology that was never put into use in our country. You should subscribe now if you haven't already, so you don't miss anything. I'll be covering about 30 kilometers in 7 minutes, and you should definitely check out this video right now.